Jai Hind to all. Myself, Dr. Sunil Rajoria. I am Associate Professor in Department of Food Technology, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, Meerut. In this lecture, I will discuss about the Venturi meter, what is the principle of Venturi meter, and what is the mechanism of Venturi meter. In this lecture, the basic applications of the Bernoulli's equations. Here you can see that the Bernoulli's equation is applicable in all problems of incompressible flow where there is involvement of energy considerations, but here we shall discuss its applications in the following measuring devices. The following measuring devices are Venturi meter, orifice meter, rotameter and elbow meter, and pitot tube. There are the measuring devices based on the Bernoulli's equation. But in this lecture, I will only explain about the Venturi meter and some numericals based on the Venturi meters. Okay. Now, what is the Venturi meter and what is the use of Venturi meter? Firstly, we will explain the theory of the Venturi meter. A Venturi meter is a variable head meter. There are two types of meter measuring devices. First is the variable head meter and second is the variable area meter. But Venturi meter is based on the variable head meters. In this meter, only head changes, which is used for the measuring of flow rate of fluid through a pipe. In this meter, the fluid is gradually accelerated to the throat and then gradually retarded in the diverging sections. Now, what is throat and what is diverging section? Basically, the Venturi meter having the three sections. First is the converging section, second is the throat, third is the diverging section. Converging section is always smaller than the divergent section. So, in a diverging section where the flow expands to the pipe size, a large portion of the kinetic energy thus converted back into the pressure energy. In this meter, the fluid is gradually accelerated to the throat. The velocity of fluid increases. The increase in velocity results in decreasing the pressure at the throat, and the pressure difference between upstream sides of meter and throat is used to obtain the flow rate. This is the basic theory of the Venturi meter. What is the principle? The basic principle on which a Venturi meter works is that by reducing the cross-sectional area of the flow passage, a pressure difference is created, and the measurement of the pressure difference between inlet of the meter and at a point of reduced pressure enables the estimation of discharge flow rate through the pipe. In other words, we can say that the Venturi meter is basically used to determine the flow rate of a liquid in any pipe. Okay. Now, the derivation of Venturi meter. How to calculate the discharge, how to calculate the flow rate of a fluid in a pipe using these devices. As you know about the Venturi meter is based on the Bernoulli's equation. Here you can see that in this figure there are three sections. This is first section, this is second section, and this is third. First, this is the converging section, this one, this is the converging section, this is the diverging section, and this is the throat. So basically Venturi meter having the three parts First is the converging section, converging part, second throat, and third is the diverging part. Okay, this is the inlet and this is the outlet. This is the edge level of the liquid. Here you can see that a venturimeter is a device measuring the rate of flow of a fluid flowing through a pipe. It consists three parts: a short converging part, throat, diverging part. Converging part is always smaller than the diverging part. It depends also on the angle of the convergence and angle of the divergence, depending on the efficiency. It is based on the principle of Bernoulli's equations. Now, how to derive the flow rate through the venturimeter? The expression. Consider a venturimeter fitted a horizontal pipe. This is horizontal. Which fluid is flowing? Let us consider the water as shown in this figure. Let T1 is the diameter at inlet, P1 is the pressure at section 1, V1 is the velocity of fluid at section 1, and area A1, area of section 1 pi by 4 D1 square. Similarly, D2, P2, V2 and A2 are the corresponding value for the section of 2. Okay. Now, applying the Bernoulli's equation on the section first and second, P1 upon rho g plus V1 square upon 2g plus Z1 is equal to P2 upon rho g plus V2 square upon 2g plus Z2. Now we will move the expression for the flow rate using the venturimeter. Here, because of that the venturimeter is the horizontal, then the datum energy is Z1 is equal to Z2. The datum line. So, applying the Bernoulli's equation, as the pipe is horizontal, Z1 is equal to Z2. Therefore, the cancelled out Z1 by Z2. Next, P1 upon rho g plus V1 square upon 2g is equal to P2 upon rho g plus V2 square upon 2g. Or by rearranging this equation, we will get, and after that this term P1 minus P2 upon rho g is the difference of pressure heads at section 1 and 2. Because of that, P1 is the pressure at the section 1, P2 is the pressure at the section 2. This is the difference of pressure heads between two sections and is equal to H. So this is also equal to the H, which is the difference of pressure heads. Substituting this value in the above equation, what equation? This equation. In this equation, putting these values is equal to H. Then H is equal to V2 square over 2g minus V1 square over 2g. Now applying the continuity equation. One equation also comes for the derivation of the rate of flow using venturimeters, which is known as the continuity equation. Now what is the continuity equation? Continuity equation is A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. This is the continuity equation. And using this equation V1 is equal to A2 V2 over A1. V1 is equal to A2 V2 over A1. This one. This is the continuity equation, and substituting this value V1 in equation this. Putting the value of V1 in this equation, we will get what? H is equal to V2 square over 2G minus the value of V1. V1 is equal to A2 V2 over A1. And after rearranging and by common, V2 square over 2G in bracket 1 minus A2 square over A1 is also equal to V2 square over 2G by taking LCM A1 square minus A2 square over A1 square. This one. And V2 square after rearranging this equation, V2 square is equals to 2GH A1 square A upon A1 square minus A2 square. This one. This is the V2 square. And after taking the root, so V2 is equal to under root 2GH A1 square over A1 square minus A2 square. And after that A1 over under root A1 square minus A2 square under root 2GH. Now, this is value of V2. You can also determine the value of V1 here after putting the value of V2 here in this equation. And discharge, rate of discharge, what is rate of discharge? Rate of discharge Q is equal to A2 V2, and putting the value of V2 in this equation, A2 A1 over this into under root 2GH, and Q is equal to this one, Q is equal to this, and this is the flow rate, this is the discharge. Now this equation gives the discharge under ideal conditions and is called theoretical discharge. This is known as the theoretical discharge. But in actual, what is the actual discharge? Then actual discharge will always be less than the theoretical discharge. Q actual is equal to CD into, this is the theoretical discharge. Here you can see that Q actual upon Q theoretical is equal to CD. This one. Q actual upon Q theoretical is equal to CD. Now, what is CD? Bhai, CD is the coefficient of discharge. Then here we can say that the coefficient of discharge is equal to the ratio of Q actual upon Q theoretical. Okay. Now Q actual is equal to Q CD into Q actual is equal to CD into Q theoretical. This one. CD coefficient of Venturi meter and its value is always less than 1. This is the expression for the Venturi meter. Now the value of H, pressure head, the difference of pressure heads by differential U2 manometer is having the some cases. Suppose that case 1, if differential manometer contains a liquid which is heavier than the liquid flowing through the pipe. Suppose that differential manometers contains a liquid which is heavier than the liquid which is flowing. Then H is equal to X SH upon S naught minus 1. SH upon S naught minus 1, where SH refers to the specific gravity of heavier liquids, S naught refers to the specific gravity of liquid flowing through the pipe, X is the difference of heavier liquid column in the U2. This is, suppose that liquid filled, and this is the value of X. This is the value of X. And this is formula used when differential manometer contains a liquid which is heavier than the liquid flowing through the pipe. But in case second, the differential manometer contains a liquid which is lighter than the liquid flowing through the pipe. The value of H, just opposite, H is equal to X, 1 minus SL over S naught, where SL is specific gravity of the lighter liquid, S naught is the specific gravity flowing through pipe, X is the difference in lighter. Similarly, there are two cases for the value of H given by differential U2 manometer, and similarly case third and case fourth. Case third, what is the case third? Inclined venturimeter with differential U2 manometer. Inclined venturimeter with differential U2 manometer is the above two cases are given for the horizontal venturimeter. This case is related to inclined venturimeter having differential U2 manometer. Let the differential manometer contains heavier liquid, then H is this. This is same this one. The value of H is equal to X in bracket SH upon S naught minus 1. Okay. Similarly, in case fourth, for inclined venturimeter in which differential manometer contains a liquid which is lighter than liquid flowing through pipe, the value of H is given. Similarly, like case second, H is equal to X 1 minus SL over S. This here you can see that for a well-designed venturimeter, the coefficient of venturi is about 0.98 for pipe, diameters ranging 50 mm to 200 mm, and about 0.99 for larger sizes. So these are the value of the pressure head for the different cases which is used in the venturimeter for determine the rate of flow. Now there are some advantages and disadvantages of venturimeter. Here some advantages of venturimeter. First is the low permanent pressure loss and hence high pressure recovery. This is the benefit of this venturimeter. High pressure recovery in this case. Second, high accuracy over wide flow range. There are wide range of flow in this venturimeter gives the high accuracy. This is the second advantages of venturimeter. Third, it can be used for flow measurement of compressible and incompressible fluids. Both types of fluids it can be used for the determination of the flow. And next, it can also be used where only a small pressure head is available. suppose that if a small pressure head is available, then we can also use this venturi meter for the flow measurement. This is also the advantages of this venturi meter. Next, high reproducibility. Reproducibility is high in this meter and less power loss. Power loss is minimum in this case as compared to the other devices. So these are the advantages of the venturi meters, and some disadvantages of venturi meters are these follows. First is it is expensive and bulky. Expensive in terms of what? Designing of the venturi meter, designing in case the throat dimension, convergence section, how to design the convergence angle and how to design the divergence angles. In terms of designing, it is highly expensive meter. Next, it occupies considerable space. It has high space. It consume high space. Next, relatively complex in constructions. In the construction it is very complicated in terms of the designing of the venturi meters, designing of the flow meter devices. Next, ratio of throat diameter to the pipe diameter cannot be changed. Now what is this? What is this? Throat diameter. Suppose that this is the venturi meter and this is the pipe. This is the pipe. This is throat. Throat diameter. This is throat diameter and this is the pipe diameter. Pipe diameter. In this case, the ratio of throat diameter to pipe diameter cannot be changed. Once you have fixed this diameter and this diameter, and it cannot be changed. This is also an advantage of this venturi meter. Next, not suitable for flow measurement of highly viscous slurries, and it used only for permanent installations. This is also the disadvantage of venturi meter. It cannot be altered once it is installed. It cannot be changed once it is installed. Okay, so these are the basic disadvantages and these are the advantages of the venturi meters. Okay, now after completing this venturi meter, I will discuss about the numericals based on the venturi meter in my upcoming videos. Thank you.